What are mason bees? Why do they need houses? And how are they different from honeybees?
There's so much diversity in bees, and one of these groups is mason bees. Mason bees belong to this subgroup, which is the solitary bees. Unlike honeybees, which have a very social structure where there's a queen and she has workers, and there's a drone who's the male, and everybody has a role to play. When you talk about solitary bees, which includes mason bees, every female is her own queen and her own worker. She does all the work by herself, and she doesn't have a hive in which she works with. So it's very important for her to be able to have a home to put all of her eggs into, and know that after she dies, because she won't last to the next year to stay with them, that they'll be able to survive and reproduce on their own. A lot of solitary bees, but specifically mason bees, look for hollow stems or hollow structures, some that are already there, and they're able to actually lay their eggs inside these tubes. And each one is a little cell that they create. And what she'll do is she'll start with one end here, she'll lay her egg, and then she'll put a little bee bread, which is her little pollen and nectar piece of food, in there with the egg. She'll seal it up. Then she'll make another one, and another one, and another one, until she fills up the tube. And those will be her children for next year that will survive after she's left at the end of the season.
Y'all ready to make some mason bee houses?
Sure.
Yeah!
All right, come on up, guys.
So there's a lot of different types of materials that you can use to create mason bee houses, and the great thing is that they're really easy to come by. One of the easiest ones that you guys can get is the paper straws.
Holly, why do you use paper straws instead of plastic straws?
Sometimes they can become very brittle. Now you do have to sometimes be careful with paper straws. You want to make sure that they don't get too damp. You really don't necessarily have to have a container, but we definitely like to use and recycle cans like this. You can actually stuff these areas full of pine cones. This is cut bamboo that has been dried. This also creates more habitat for other types of insects and arthropods to go in there. You want to make sure that your pieces can be removed at the end of the season. You need to be able to change out the tubes every year, and then get your next one ready so that when the females come out in the spring, they're able to lay more eggs.
Well, we've got some really great houses here that we've made, but what are some other things that students and teachers can do to promote healthy bee populations?
I think the easiest thing that anybody can do is to plant plants and plant flowers. Just look and see what kinds of flowers that you see a lot of bees on, and plant more of those. And you will do so much for the bees in your area if you can just do this simple thing. And you don't need a lot of space. Bees really don't need a lot of room. So even if you just have a little pot on your balcony or your windowsill, plant some flowers for them.